I am Justin Hunsinger, and I am an athlete reporter with Maryland Media in Motion. We are an athlete-led media team within Special Olympics Maryland. I am here today with Coach Mark Turgeon of the University of Maryland Terps men's basketball team. Thanks, Coach, for giving us some time out of your busy schedule. Your basketball team had a .965 academic progress rate, which is the second highest in program history and the highest since 2010-2011. How do you keep such a great academic record?
Well, it's a number of reasons. One, we recruit good kids with good character that value education, that come from a family that values education. Second is I surround myself with really good assistants that do a great job. We have weekly checks with them and to make sure they're taking care of their academics. And then we have a great academic counselor in Tasha, who does a great job for us, and she's on them. But we have a lot of safety nets, checks and balances to stay on these guys. We check classes every day. And, you know, we've graduated 26 straight seniors at Maryland, so there's a lot of pressure on these guys to keep that streak going.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it has been amazing.
During off-season workouts, have any players stood out as making big improvements?
Well, you know, in the spring, it's really broken up into two different time periods. In the spring, we have about 5 weeks with them, and we had 7 returning players, and they all had great springs. Every one of them improved tremendously, worked hard in the weight room, on the court, tightened their games up. So we were really pleased with our spring. We're into our 3rd week now, finishing our 3rd week of summer, and it's been 3 weeks of weights, and we're finishing our 2nd week of individual work, and we're making great strides. We've added Daryl Morcell and Bruno Fernando to the team since the spring, and they're going to be really good players for us. And we got a couple more pieces that aren't here right now, but the guys are making great strides. And we're doing mostly individual stuff. We'll start doing some team stuff in July.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun. I look forward to July because I get to work with them more.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You were a point guard at Kansas. Do you have a special talent for coaching your point guards?
I'd like to think that I have a good feel. I imagine it's probably hard at times to play for me, being a point guard. God blessed me with being able to see a lot of things on the floor, and so it could be hard on my guys at times, but I think that I've always had a good point guard. I've always made our point guards better, and I really want to make Maryland point guard you know, starting with Mello and now Anthony Cowan, and then hopefully the next one that comes along is going to be a great one like those two are, and we can make this start calling it Point Guard University.
Cool. As a coach, what would be your dream goal?
Well, you know, as a coach, you're always crazy. So your ultimate goal is to win a national championship, and that's obviously really hard to do. But as I've gotten older, gotten a few gray hairs, Justin, and a few wrinkles, I really try to enjoy the journey, and so I try to enjoy every day and enjoy the players that I have. I've always surrounded myself with good people and good character guys, so every day is fun. The job can get a little tough at times, but I really try to enjoy the journey. And then I think as a coach, you just try. It's my responsibility to get as much out of each player as I possibly can, both academically, socially, and basketball-wise.
Yeah.
And that's really kind of how I just live every day.
That's great.
Yeah.
Larry Brown was your coach at Kansas and is in the Hall of Fame. What did you learn from him that you still use today with your players?
You know, I've been really lucky. The coaches I've been around, Coach Brown was a point guard, so he was really hard on me. There was days in practice I was like, I really want to hit this guy right now. He's driving me crazy. But I wouldn't be where I am today without him. He's been terrific, and he taught me to always try to get the most out of my players and make sure that we're trying to do it perfect every time. I'll never forget Coach Brown. If you were 6 inches out of place, he would tell you. And if you want to be great and you want to win championships, you got to be in the right spot all the time. So that's what I learned from him, and just and just the love to teach it. I mean, he loved to teach the game, and that's the way I am. I love practice. I love teaching the game. It's fun to be around every day.
That's awesome. What is your perspective on playing teams like Duke and Kansas in non-conference schedule? Do you think that your players could benefit from this come tournament time, and why?
Yeah, I think we try to play a pretty good schedule every year. Now we're locked into the ACC Big Ten Challenge. This year we have Syracuse, and then we're in the Big East Gavitt Games Challenge. So we have Butler this year, who's a top 25 team. So
wow.
We have a lot going on there. I think the better schedule you can play, it helps you. Now the Big Ten is talking about going to a 20-game league schedule.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it'd be tough. So make non-conference scheduling a little bit
shorter.
Different. Yeah, make it different. You know, you got to really make sure your players' welfare and health is intact. But I think anytime you can play a good non-conference schedule, it gets you ready for the league.
After 22 years, you finally had a home-to-home series with Georgetown. I had a great time at that game this year watching your awesome comeback.
Yeah.
Do you plan to continue the series to give local fans a chance to watch an awesome matchup?
Yeah, it was fun, wasn't it? And whenever you win, it's fun. I'm sure it wasn't quite as fun for Georgetown as it was for us, but it was a great series. Our home game was a tremendous crowd, and then to go over there and have that comeback win was a lot of fun. So, you know, I have a new coach, Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
You know, the good thing is if we play each other, I don't have to guard him, so that helps. But I think it's something Pat and I will talk about. It's not on the schedule for this year, upcoming year, but I think it's something that Pat and I will talk about in the future.
Okay. The Special Olympics motto is "Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in attempts." When in your life have you been brave in the attempts?
Oh, I think my whole life I've been brave. When you're 5'8.5", 125 pounds, and you sign at Kansas, you got to be a little bit brave or stupid, one or the other, to try it. So I think I've been brave. I think the way I handle young people and all the things that we go through, and we're so scrutinized, we have to be brave and win wins or losses. I'm not quite as brave as the Special Olympians, but you know, we try to do it right. We try to help, you know, keep our head up high.
You and your team had amazing basketball clinics with Special Olympics Maryland. Athletes and invited them to some home games after the clinics. It means so much to all Special Olympics athletes and their families. What does this mean to you and your players?
Well, I've always loved Special Olympics. It's something I did with Coach Brown at Kansas, and I love it. And I wish we could do 15 clinics a year, and you guys could come to every game. But the joy I get out of it is the smiles on not only the Special Olympians' faces, but my players' faces. And like you're intimidated when you walk in, my guys are intimidated that they're not going to be able to coach you very well, and so they're nervous too. And about 5 minutes into the clinic, they're all really excited. So it's become something that we really look forward to every year. It's one of the best days of the season for us, and we're just glad we're able to do it and have fun while we're doing it.
Right. By volunteering your talent to Special Olympics, you are giving back to the community and helping to change the way society views people with disabilities. How does Special Olympics broaden you and your players' views on the important things in life?
Well, I think we all have passions that we try to do in life, and Special Olympics is my passion, and therefore the players have to be their passion. I have other passions, whether it's Alzheimer's. I lost my father-in-law to Alzheimer's, and we do things for that too. But I think that, you know, a lot of good things are happening for kids with disabilities. The Race for Respect, the show Born This Way, and all the things that are out there to help people understand that we can live a normal life and be a positive impact to society. And anything I can do to help that, I would love to do it. And it's a passion of mine, and I just love helping, and I love being around it. And just, you guys are all such great people. great kids, and you inspire me to do great things.
Thanks, Coach.
You bet.
I want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to do my dream interview. This was so awesome. I want to thank Coach Mark Turgeon for joining us today. I know many Special Olympics men athletes are huge Terps fans and will enjoy watching this interview. I also want to thank you for watching. Your support of our media team and Special Olympics Maryland allows us to bring you interviews such as today's. This is Justin Hunsinger from the Experience Center in College Park.
1, 2, 3!